Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to KingPittDawg Racing. I am Kevin, and we are here for the biggest event that we've had here on KingPittDawg Racing in a while. This is the Merry Christmas Open Lobby Worldwide event. We are going to be traveling around the world like Santa Claus, and we're going to do it faster than he does through virtual. We have got 11 tracks on the docket for tonight. So I've got my Ghost opened up, Cherry Limeade, and I'm ready to go here. So we're going to get things rolling off here in probably about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll start qualifying, and then from then on out, the rooms will be set up based on the fastest finishers, fastest drivers to the back. So I'm going to be setting it up slowest first. So this race will be fastest first based on qualifying. This is Group 4 BOP. We are allowing you downforce and brake balance settings. So I'm going to put a note on here. Somebody's got a Bugatti out there. So we'll let the room filter in here. All right, so anybody on? I just want to make sure my stream is on here. That'll make sure that that's. Why am I on that under YouTube? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let's make sure this is working live. Not getting it. There we go. All right, let's make sure this is working live. All right. Join US. Join us. Yeah, anybody's welcome. Just an announcement here. Anybody that's looking for information on the HECS Invitation Series, right now I don't have a set date for that. This is going to be a good test of whether we're going to try to do it next week. If this works out okay tonight and we don't have any problems, I've been on for... I've never shut this off for like 4 hours straight here trying to get all this set up. So I did run the stream, the introduction stream earlier, just to give everybody an idea what was going on. Had no problems there, and I had people out running around the whole time while I was switching the rooms. So figure we'll qualify here at about quarter till, and that should get us going here. This will be 11 laps. And that'll be set by qualifying. The next races will be set up by whoever's out there running the course. It's going to be the slowest. So if you join in, you'll probably be at the front of the pack. So this is an open lobby, so this is not just Friends Open. This anybody can join. Anybody who's watching, even if you don't have your rig set up, if you're not around, just jump on with controller, man. It's. I even ran some stuff in controller, and I can hardly feel my fingers. So. I've actually been running without VR, doing my challenges and stuff because I was so dizzy from being sick, and I don't know. I just a little leery to try it, but was on there earlier and did pretty well. Was running some underpowered cars. In fact, I was running the Radical that we're going to be running here tonight in several events. So cars tonight: Group 4, Group 3. My HSSR specialty cars, and again, I did an entire video on that, and go back to my video that I did earlier tonight announcing this. You can certainly pick up those cars really fast. There's really not a lot to do to them. The biggest thing is if you want to make one permanently, just make sure you make a wide first and then go in and make your mods. So basically, the gist of the HSSR car is 2,800 pounds minimum, 255 horsepower max, 615 max PP, and the gist of it is make sure you bolt everything on that you can bolt on in that car. So if it's a turbo, you got to do intercooler, exhaust manifold, air filter, everything, and then basically detune it. Make sure you got your power restrictor and ballast. Detune it and add the weight in to get to 2,800 pounds, and you'll be good to go. You can certainly run it heavy if you want, but you get the max. The cars are super tight when we've been racing with them, so it works out really well. So I'm going to actually jump into VR and get a couple of laps in here, and I'm going to go. Actually, first I'm going to chat here. Because I'm not going to qualify on softs, I'm going to qualify on... Well, actually, I guess I could. It wouldn't hurt. So Zip, I don't know if you're listening to the stream at all, but I saw your unpack of your Ferrari. Are you running that your wheel tonight? That thing was pretty freaking cool. I was impressed with that. I mean, made me want to buy that one. Damn it.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Zippy McGee? How you doing, sir?
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, young man. You're welcome to join us if you got time. I had a bunch of people earlier while I was trying to set the rooms up. I had like 11 people out there running practice, but nobody showed up, and I even told everybody what time we were starting. So, we're gonna get it started regardless here.
Right now, Otherwise I would.
Hey, you haven't got that backbone thing yet, huh? Where you can just do it on your phone? That actually looks pretty cool. I think I saw Eric, I don't know if he's listening to the video or not, but I saw Eric post something just flash up on my phone. Yeah, this is going to be a long event. I got my Ghost out. I'm ready to go for several hours here, so yeah, if you guys can't make the first races, no big deal. Just join us later on.
Christmas.
Hey, same to you too, sir. It's Christmas Eve still here. You're almost on Christmas Eve. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my VR set up. People, you will, on watching the stream, you are going to get a blue screen while I set this up, because I do not have it up and running as of right now. I just take a microfiber to the lenses here on the inside. I have enough floaters in my eyes. I don't need ones on the lenses either. Alright, Mr. PlayStation, get this thing set up. So don't fret, people at home. It's just my VR. It's not gonna be on while you're doing that. Look around. I got my lights on. Oh, we're gonna do that. And that. And that. There we go. Stay seated. And we are good. Okay. Alright, so one more minute here. I'm gonna start quality no matter what. Eye line not lined up. There we go. Perfect. All right, so
Only see me and you.
oh really? That's weird. Well, I'm gonna go out and run one lap here just to make sure I got everything set up. It's been so long since I've been in this car at all, but I figured I'm going to run it tonight. I'm running anything I got a Christmas livery for. Oh, hang on to it there. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. I forgot this thing. I got to wind the shit out of it. We'll give everybody a few more minutes here. Woo, yeah. And I'm still kicking myself in the ass from a couple of years ago. Because my dad even said he'd help me do it. There was one of these all set up, all tubbed out, ready to go. The only thing it didn't have was an engine. It was all done, already done, and it was done by a race shop. So it's not like somebody did it in their garage. Basically looked like this, white on the inside and everything. One of these 86s, and I couldn't pull the trigger. If I would have known my dad had that much money sitting around, I probably would have taken it up on him. Of course, those who don't know, my father passed away back on December 8th. And I do miss him. It's going to be definitely a different life without him. But
I crashed rebooting.
uh-oh. Well, knock on wood, I've been okay so far. I'm going to take 2 laps here and then we'll start quali. I think I'm being too ginger. I'm taking that too shallow. Still got that. Watch the roll bar padding if you're watching this on my. It like disappears, so it glitches. It's only on this car that I found it on. Alright, this is my last lap here. I just want to see if I can be consistent. Woo, yeah. That's what you got to be careful of. Alright, so we got 4 of us in here. Let's see, we'll do quali in 1 minute. I am going to go ahead and switch over to softs. Let's see, what do I got for, actually, what do I got for downforce? I'm going to drop some downforce. Most of these. All right, well, here we go. We got 5 of us in here. I think that's good. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of it. The KingPittDawg Racing RJP Memorial Christmas Special. Here we go. See that roll bar flutter? Alright, it's dawn! These races I'm going to try to do as much as I can, make them seem like we're going through the day, so... I think I come in a little wider on that. I think the one guy with the Veyron went a little wide. Man, this thing really sticks on these softs. There went my roll bar padding again. It might just be a glare. Here we go, we're on the clock. We should get probably 2 laps in here, actually. Man, it's slippery. Morning dew, I guess. That's the best entry I got in there yet. Look out, dude. Alright, this will be the last lap. Woohoo! Oop, hit the rev limiter there. Okay, so it's a little different than it was in GT Sport. Used to be able to run this thing almost to 9,000. There, I hit the rev limiter again. Zippy with the top time so far. Adam and I are like 3. Oh, he got me 3/10. All right. Going Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Sounds like my dad. I can't say anything, usually picking my stuff up on the way home today. Alright, so we got 5 of us for this first race. It'll be 11 laps. Medium tires, so don't forget your medium tires, folks.
Super wide.
Hey man, it happens. All right.
Full sweet.
Looks like we lost the one guy. Oh, bummer. Alright, well. 2 minutes.
I got pulled. Okay. Meek. I crashed again, shoot. Nee. It's me.
Hang on, I'm concentrating here. Double check my brake balance. That stayed. Okay, alright, we are good to go. Alright, so we'll set it off here in just a minute. I'm not sure if the lazy sickness guy was coming back, but looks like we got 4 of us for the first race. Yeah. Set my VR back up and then we'll kick her off here. I got something on these lenses. Or on this. Oh, you've disappeared. Hop back in here if you're going to come back on. There you go. You must have lost connection, because I was going to say, I saw you disappear. So if you want to get back in, I'll give you a minute. And then I'll just set it by grid.
I am trying to. Boy 20 sickness.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. If you can get back in the room, I'm gonna switch it I'm gonna switch it over to set by grid. Everything else should be the same. Grid start set by host. There we go. Oh. Alright guys, if you're listening, please go ahead and hit enter up and I will get the grid set. That so far is right. Ready up. I had Zippy Zoo, Adam, myself, and then because of the drop, I'll have to put you, Lazy Boy. Have to put you into the 5th position, but. Zippy set up. Alright, I'll give you another minute here if you can, Veyron, otherwise we can... Oh, there we go. There he's coming in. So, and he should start on the last, so... Yep, we'll get him in there, we'll start him up. Got your tires and let's go. All right, set your tires to medium, and we'll get them off. We'll get going here. Just gonna make sure I got my tires set right. Okay, everybody, double check. All right, are you ready, lazy boy? I'll just call you LZ. How's that? When I'm in VR, I can't see who's talking to me, so if you you let me know. We're good to go. All right, here we go. Race number 1 of my RJP Memorial. In honor of my dad here we go. It's race 1. Good luck, everybody. This is a grid start, so my 86 I'm going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage as usual. Oh, it still switched everything. That's the first time that thing's popped down today. I see him. I hear him. If you got the spot, you take the position if you can hear me. I know I'm trying to give you plenty of notice because I know there's about an 8-second delay on the call if I mention to you something. Whoa, a little wide. Whoa, had him off guard. Oh, man. That was tight there. Whoa, man. I wasn't expecting him to break that early. Sorry, bud. Alright, coming around to complete lap 1 of 11. Plenty of time for things to go south. Ooh, sliding it. I gotta run. Whoa! Man, this thing is a lot more jumpy than it used to be. One thing about this car, it was always like super stable. Alright, I'm to your left, LZ. Oh, maybe not. I see you, Adam. That thing's a lot faster than this down the straightaways. Man, they are gone! And he gains on me in a hurry on the straightaways. Man, that seems to be hitting the red line awfully early for this car. Maybe because it's BOP, I don't know. I can't even... Oh, yeah, there they are, way up there at the corner. Holy crap, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch these guys, even with 7 laps. We'll push it. I just pushed it a little too hard. Oh, hang on to it there, Adam. Uh-oh, I'm sideways back there. I guess I'm on my own trying to hunt these guys down. Man, they're still a straightaway ahead of me. Looks like we're okay on fuel. I don't think fuel is going to be a factor in a lot of these races, so... I still can't comfortably see these guys. I don't see them at all. No. Whoa, shit! Man, she launched on me there. Where's Adam at? Yeah, I was looking ahead, trying to see where they were at. Ooh, dirty tires. Jeez. The only thing I can hope is that they actually get together. But I don't even see them at all now. For that little escapade. Well, it's showing 3 of 3. Maybe Adam pulled out. Pardon me. Oh, I think I see a car over there. Right on the screen. I keep thinking I can see my hands. And I just tried to point at it for y'all. Yeah. That'd be cool if you had, like, augmented gloves, though. Like, where your hands were, it followed inside the car. So you could, like, virtually push buttons and stuff. That would be, like, really cool and stuff. Man, they must be running some fast laps. I read that was a 1:39.3. And that still wasn't purple. I still don't see them. I don't see them anywhere. Yeah, there's a car. Again, the gap looks pretty significant. Oops, sorry, I didn't hear that, whatever somebody said on there. It cut out on me. This place looks pretty cool in the early morning. Didn't realize. Whoa, shit! Did it again, dag nabbit. Yeah, letting myself get too distracted with how pretty this stands look. What's that? Oh, I am on my screen. Yeah, there's right over there is their leader, I believe. So somehow you're not getting a good connection. I think that's why you lost that after the. Plus, it was really weird. What's that? Yeah, I'm only showing 3 cars in the race, and that's the room. What the room's reading. So.
Gotcha.
See there, right there is, I think, the leader.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I think that's why it was so weird trying to pass you. Because I think you're getting some sort of connection issue. If it can't maintain it, it'll just kill it. That's what was happening to me with my drops, but so far so good tonight.
Trying another day.
Alright, no problem, man. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and you'll know when I'm on. I'll be making the announcements on these type of events. And I'm also looking for more people for our invitation series, so come run with us, and if everybody wants to have you in, we'll have you join us. We got a couple of series we run together, so. And that goes to anybody watching. We just want some good, clean racing. Good, clean, hard racing.
Absolutely. I agree.
This was probably a bad car choice, but I used to have a good success in this car, but as they push these things down the bench, the newer cars seem to be getting a better shot at BOP. And I think sponsorship helps that a little bit too. Let's be honest. Companies that are helping make fun this game are going to get a little bit of a nudge, especially when it comes to BOP. Alright, coming around, 1 lap to go. And that'll be race 1. We'll leave about a 10 to 15 minute window between the races for more people to come in. So when I'm done here, once the room opens back up to the main screen, I'll save the replay, and then we'll reset up the next room. Now, again, we're going to be in the HSSR spec, so I may give you a little bit more time to get that set up. It's pretty easy. Wide body, and then you add on all performance mods, and then get it to 2800, 255 max horsepower. One of the best cars to use is the BRZ 86, the newer version. And again, all of them, almost everyone, is cars you can buy out of Brand Central, or like the used car center. Whoa, man, that was too much. This car just not what it used to be. Of course, I really never drove this thing in VR. But I won a lot of races in this car. The 86 Group 4. Alright, there we go. Again, running these lobbies, you still make some credits. So, alright. Save replay. And the results. There's your results. 136.8. Good job, Zoo. Wow. Nice. A 20-second lead over Zippy in 11 laps. So that's... And Zippy was moving. Now, I did have 3 off-road excursions there, so you can't really count that very well. Alright, I'm going to switch the room. Load settings. I practiced this, so let's see how good I can do at this here. HECS setup Scuba. 22 laps, custom weather. That was funny. Alright, so it's 255 horsepower max, 2,800 pound minimum weight. Alright, let's get the old Supra Mark III out here. This will be the longest lap-wise event of the night. I think we're going to run Daytona 22 laps as well. But this is about a minute a lap, so... Intercourse. Yes, please. Thank you. But Alright, here we go. Let's get back in the VR again. You guys at home will see a blue screen while this turns back on. It really just takes a second. Alright, and I'm going to actually make a post here. Alright, here we go. Let's get out and see if I can run another 1 minute. Now, earlier I wasn't in VR, so... Alright, I gotta straighten my screen out here. There we go. There we go, much better. I got to drop my seat back. There we go. I'm actually sitting in a Supra seat, so this is like very realistic. I call this Richmondsville. It's like they stuck Martinsville and Richmond together. Made a track out of them. Alright, we just got out of the corner on Richmond. Now we're into Martinsville. There's the tri-oval at Richmond. Back to another Martinsville corner. Down the backstretch at Richmond. Into the corner before the front stretch. Uh-oh, we lost Zippy. Maybe he went to change cars. Alright, let's see. We got to get this show on the road here.
On my way.
Alright, no problem, sir. Pardon me. 253? I think it's 253. Oh, Zippy went back and got the old Delta. All right, we'll give Southern a chance to get back in. Oh man, it feels good to be able to drink ice water. Everything has just tasted like absolute crap. Typical cold flu this time of year. use that. We're going to use this stuff. Dentine Ice. Stuff might as well be a cough syrup. Oh, clear your sinuses out in a hurry. First couple of bites of this stuff. I'm going to try to give Southern a little chance to get back in here. It is Fuji, isn't it? Let me just double check that. Oh good, he got back in there. Yep, Fuji, I just gotta change the laps. And then this is late morning, so then we're gonna be afternoon. And then when we get to Road Atlanta, we're gonna be evening. No, we're going to Road Interlagos first, so... Blue screened. Oh, you know, I wonder if because I took my VR off. Alright. Make sure you set your tires, guys. Oh, he went back with the Lancer. Now you can do well with here with those. It's just getting the gearing right. Make sure I got this grid set up right. Grid, slowest first, grid start. Okay. Alright, I'm getting my VR back on here, folks. Oh, why does it keep having to reset it? Nope, there we go. You got it. Okay. Now I have to reset this, so that'd take a second. There we go. Okay, so you guys see it goes blue screen anytime it does. I wish it would just give you like the same screen and just hold it instead of going blue screen. here we go. Why is it starting? Well, we'll see. It should set... Okay, I'm first, so it should set up Adam first. And let's see if it sets the grid up right here. No, why is it setting me up? I don't get it. Maybe because I wasn't out there? I don't know. Whoa, shit. I had the controller in my hand still. Whoa, whoops! Whoops, whoops! Alright, I'm giving you room, bud. Man, Zippy's gone! Alright, challenge, run him down here. I got 22 laps. What happened to Adam? Is he dropping? Surprised we haven't picked up more people. Uh-oh. I saw tire smoke. He must have been taken back off. That's why you never give up. Anything can happen in these type of races. Whoa, Zippy's hanging it out there. Man, that thing launches out of the corner, so. It's gonna be an intense battle here. Man, this thing rotates good anymore. Jeez. That's what I was struggling with when I first started driving this thing. Messed with all them spring settings and everything. Come on, baby, stick! I need every ounce of seconds out of this thing. Oh, I got his draft. Man, this is fun. I think we're going to be just okay on fuel. Oh, she's wiggled a little bit there. I think we're the two only ones left here. Whoa! She went wiggly. Man, I got some ground to make up now. Alright, halfway home next time by. Well, not next time by, I guess we got a complete 11 laps. Whoa! I didn't want to take him out there. I got in there way too far. This will be halfway home this time by. Man, that thing launches out of the corners. Those tight corners. I'm having to kind of like roll the throttle just to make sure it doesn't kick the ass end loose. Alright, we should be just barely good on fuel, so... We wiggled there going in just a little bit. And a chance to close the gap. Well, he gave me room. Can I get in there? I think I got him. Oh man, that thing just goes out of the corners. Whoa, grass. Ooh, now I gotta catch him. We went a little wide there. Ooh, so did I. Whoa, she slid on me again. Don't like that curb. Wearing off some fuel load here in the back. Whoa! Ooh, she wiggled on me there. Wow. Still fast. And good thing it's the 22 laps. I've had him set up a couple of times now, but able to make the move. He left the door open there, I just couldn't get in there. Five to go. Oh, I got in there. Whoa, man. He just went a little too hard there, I think. Now I don't know if I can hold him off here, so we gotta make a nice smooth entrance, wide entrance here. Alright. 3 to go. 4 to go. And a little bit of a gap on him now. Tires are getting a little squirrely. I'll take it a little easy here. Ooh, man. Fuel's getting questionable here. Oh, it's gonna be tight. I think he's in the same boat. One lap. We got one to go and one lap of fuel. Less than a lap of fuel. Well, I think we're gonna make it now. Alright, we got enough to cruise home now. Alright, so that would have been very challenging with more cars in there. But good hard battle there. And barely made it on fuel. There's our results. I did have fast lap, barely. That was a hell of a battle. Good job, Zippy. That was got 3 laps out of about a lap and a half of fuel there. glad he was having troubles too, or that would have been a second place finish. Alright, let's switch the room. Change event settings. We're gonna go to Fuji. Full course. 11 laps. Custom weather, it's going to be evening. Grid start slows first, everything else should be good. All right, here we are again. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Again, anybody joining, if you're watching this video, want to join, jump in there. Again, the HECS cars, I went through every single one of them again in my announcement video there. The announcement, KPD Racing Open Lobby Live video from before that is up. That would be the last video that is listed up there on YouTube. And again, they changed the way they set things up, which kind of sucks because, you know, I always set things up so that it worked with the layout, but you can find it on there. It should be the most recent video if you go into my my videos. It might even be under live because everything I do is live. So just find it in there, and then you can find out more information. I went through every single one of these cars. They're really simple. You start off with a wide car, and then you go in and buy all the. If it's a turbo, you got to buy like the intercooler and all that. But I can go into the settings here and just give everybody a quick show. So starting over here in the back, this one had to have weight reduction stage 1 and 2. We're going to want all the racing items: racing clutch and flywheel, racing brake pads and discs. You can run drilled or slotted, doesn't matter. Brake controller I'd recommend, and I don't require it, but I do recommend it. Racing exhaust manifold, muffler, and air filter. Racing intercooler on this turbo engine. We don't allow the anti-lag. Fully customizable manual, not racing transmission. Ballast and power restrictor, because you're going to need to pretty much set every car. You're going to go into the aerodynamic area and put on the front splitter and the rear wing, and it's rear wing medium 22 is the only one allowed. Side skirts, which you can see I've added to this car. Fully customizable diff, and I've got this one set the way it works good for this car. And then fully customizable suspension. Again, I recommend getting these cars out of the air because most of them do sit pretty high. Medium tires are the minimum you must run. So these sprint races that we're running, I would say that's all you'll need. We're not doing any qualifying from here on out. And you can see where this car lands at 610/64, so I couldn't put softs on it anyway and still get in that 615 power PP limit. So again, the pretty simple cars to make. It costs a little bit. I mean, they're not ridiculous. I mean, I've got 9 million credits, so it costs about roughly, I think, between buying the car and adding the mod, you're going to be about quarter of a million credits with everything. So that's pretty good. It's about what you're going to spend on a group 3 car, group 4 car. And this is basically our version of that. I think that this layout actually makes it I think this one actually makes it a little bit more competitive than the actual BOP that you get with the games. So again, I'm gonna take a quick little break here. Go. Pardon me. Go top off all my waters, and I'll be back down here in a few minutes. Hey Zip, if you're listening in between break here, what like a used GoPro would you recommend? I mean, I know I've had people tell me that a few of them aren't that good. So there's like good ones and bad ones. Like I think people say the 9 is good, but the other ones kind of in between that, and the current ones weren't that good. But let me know what you think. No rush on that either. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. Little break time there. It's like we didn't pick anybody else up here, so I think we'll run this race, and then I'm going to reset the room. I'm actually going to start a chat. Let's see if Zip wants to join in. So I'm not getting any action outside here. I'll try doing this a different way. Start party, start closed party. Why is it not giving me a chance to write it up? To attach it. That's weird. Anyway. That's weird. Well, anyway, I got a party up if anybody wants to join in. Not sure if we even have any watchers right now. But, Zip, if you're out there, you ready? I'll just post it up in chat there. Might as well run it. Might as well run this one and get it done. Or I could reset the room now. Oops, I forgot to put a question mark in. See how I would have to do that. I'll reset and we'll see if we can pick up some people. Alright, here we go. I'm going to reword the beginning too, so people catches people on. Test. All right. I'm not going to reset the stream, but I'm going to reset the room here. All right, and we were group 4, no, HSSR at. So if I load the settings, let's see. I got to do the one that says first. There it is. First group 4. Load that up. Okay. See if I can make this work. Open Lobby Live. YouTube. Let's see if we can do it this way. Then people will join and see at Oh, that worked perfect. We'll space... Oh, I can't space that out. We'll back that up. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta change the settings on that. So we're gonna create a room. And then I'm gonna go in and switch to the secondary settings. So step 1, get the room started. Step 2, change the event settings. Load settings. Where is it at? HISR setup, there we go. Fuji. 11 laps. Reset. Oh God, why does it always fuck the weather up? Well, this is gonna be afternoon. We're just gonna go 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. We're just gonna skip over every 2. Okay. Slowest first grid start. That looks like that's all right. So now I can change event settings. Alright, and we are all up and going. Now we're picking some people up. Well, we just picked up one. Well, somebody figured out the Firebird. Alright, so picked up a couple of people. Hopefully they can figure out the car. It's pretty simple. You don't have to get it set to spec. As long as you can get that minimum and not be underpowered, you can still race with us. Obviously, Zippy and I have run these cars, so we'll be able to... We'll be pretty competitive, so... But we will run them again here coming up later on, so... next cars are... Alright, so I'm going to jump into VR. Again, you'll get a blue screen real quickly while I do this. It doesn't take too long. It seems like I got something on there, so bear with me again. I'm going to pull this off. Ah, much better. Apologize again. I wish they would do something besides giving a blue screen on YouTube when it does that, but it is what it is. Alright. Get the screen set up in the middle here. Something else they need to work on in this VR is the screen bouncing all over constantly. You turn your head down and it puts the screen down practically on the ground. They gotta fix that. Alright, here we go. Those who haven't run this, it's a good car to set up here, so. I built it just because I have Supras, so. Like I said, those who haven't seen this before, I've been working on this car, and I've got a pretty good setup. I can just about take anywhere in this car, be competitive, so... And I do apologize again if you do talk to me on YouTube here, I cannot see in VR who I'm talking to, so I do apologize. A couple of things I need to work on.
Uh-oh, I'm the only one here. That's not a good sign. Well. Well, maybe the
HSSR cars are turning people off. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll take a break until we get somebody else in here. I'm just going to chill over here until we pick somebody else up. Alright, so I'll pull out a VR here. Alright, we'll give this about 10 minutes or so. If we don't see anybody come in, we'll pause this and continue tomorrow night, maybe. Alright, I'm going to have everything on mute. So anybody comes in, just post up, say hi in chat. And I'll keep an eye on it. Well, alright, maybe we were still muted there, so... Alright, looks like we've crossed over into Christmas Eve here in Midwest USA, just outside of Belvedere, Illinois. And looking like we're not getting any takers tonight, which is really odd, because of course when I was setting the room up earlier, I had 11 people in my room. Not sure what it was about the room. Maybe I should flip it around, the wording. Open Lobby Live, YouTube at KingPittDawg Racing, and then Merry Christmas at the end, maybe? I know a lot of people are busy, so it doesn't matter, you know, to me. I was just trying to do this for people. And the fact that I hadn't been able to race for a while. So, again, to those who don't know me, my name is Kevin. This is my YouTube channel. It goes back for about 4 or 5 years, almost 5 years now. And, I'm looking to expand and looking to add some stuff here when I get well, we got somebody in here. Looks like they're EB. So wonder if maybe if I set the room, see they didn't even come in long enough to even, if I set the room, I think there's a way you can set the room to minimum. There's somewhere in here where you can set, maybe it's when you first set the room up, I don't know. I thought there was somewhere you can set up. How is the... No? I thought there was somewhere where you could set, like, okay, the minimum allow on the room is going to be like a B or a C or a D or a S. You know, the sportsman rating, or you can set up the rating. But it is open. Alright, we're going to go ahead and close this room down. I think I'm actually going to save this one, overwrite my first one. We're going to call it Part 2. Alright, so that is going to be it. I'm going to exit. So I'm going to just verify that works. I'm going to see if anybody pops in here too. So when I create a new room, public, practice race, there's nothing in here about limiting, I don't see anything in here about limiting the people either. Let's see. Let's just try this and see if this does anything. Mary, that's my name. Mary's turning 70. Mary from Christmas Vacation is turning 70. Just so people can feel old. Because I wasn't driving when that movie came out. For real. I wonder if that'd make a difference. So we're going to set this up completely separate. Custom weather. Time of day is afternoon. Wait, no, we did. The first race was morning, late morning. Now it's afternoon. Okay. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to set everything up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Grid start with false start check. Slowest first. BOP tuning off. boost none, slip strength real, mechanical damage light. I'm gonna put it on none. Yeah, we're gonna do light. Tire wear rate 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuel consumption at 5. Max refuel. Initial fuel default. Race finish 2 minutes, just to be safe. Grip reduction off track real. Filter by category none. ppm limit's going to be 615. Maximum power output 255. Minimum weight 2,800 pounds. Usable tires, racing, all available. Required is medium. Medium? Okay. Nitrous is cannot be installed. Cart usage off, engine swap is prohibited. Tuning parts, extreme and lower. Shortcut penalty off. Wall collision penalty off. Correct vehicle course after wall collision. I'll leave that on. Flag rules are going to stay off. No limits here. Now we're going to save the settings. First set up HISR for tomorrow. Alright, we'll give this a couple of minutes, see if anybody joins. If not, we'll head on out. And we'll do this tomorrow morning. I think we might get some more takers tomorrow morning. A lot of people traveling tonight. You know, the one good thing I haven't tried, that backbone thing looks pretty cool, actually. For that goes on the... You can actually play this online on your phone. Just need a good Wi-Fi somewhere. And we'll see if we get any takers here. I highly doubt it, but we'll just wait a few minutes. Oh, wait, we already got somebody coming in. Well, that didn't last long. Alright, well, doesn't look like we're getting any takers tonight. We might just switch over to all the Group 4 and Group 3. That might make people a little bit more interested in joining. I wish I could get the word out on these. I mean, I've done a lot on these HSSR cars, and it's really competitive. You could see that race Zippy and I had earlier in two completely different cars that were just tight. So, anyway, we'll give this a couple more minutes with the new room setup. But this will be already saved and ready to go first thing tomorrow. So I'll come in maybe about 9 a.m. I do have to leave probably tomorrow early afternoon. We got to get out there early enough to help my sister move some things. Set up for Christmas Eve at her house. And of course, those who don't know, did lose my... I have made an announcement about it, but did lose my father here a few weeks ago, and tough, you know, going into December to lose a family member. Never easy, obviously, but... That was December 8th. Really thought he was doing better, so... But, yeah. You never know. You never know 100% how somebody's actually feeling. But... Anyway, those who want to join us for the open lobby, again, I'm going to start this up. If we get no takers here in the next few minutes, I'm going to start this up tomorrow morning. We'll just continue where we left off here, and we'll run some races tomorrow morning. And if we have to pause, we'll pause, and we'll finish these 11 events that I've got planned. So let me just run down the list here for you. We already raced at... we started off at Red Bull Ring. We were in Group 4. And then we went to Scuba in this HSSR car. So we were staying in the HSSR cars here at Fuji. And again, this is a really good track for these cars. I think these cars may become the official cars of the series I run. And just run these all the time. But for now, we're going to continue to do a mix of cars. I like to see a little bit of variety for my invitational races. We will be getting those back underway. Hopefully, if the internet seems to be holding out here, we've had good luck so far. Internet seems to be holding out. We'll fire those races up next weekend. With it being the New Year's weekend, probably run the Nürburgring events. And again, that was planned to be 6 total races. So we were going to have, I'm sorry, 5 total races. So we're going to have the warm-up races, and then we were going to have the 2 main event races. So the qualifying heat race, the big difference was going to be we were going to qualify and run qualifying heat race 1, which was going to be our longest race probably of the event, and run that at Nürburgring 24 hour. That's the Nordschleife and the Grand Prix circuit put together, basically. And then we'll run the short, which I think is called the Sprint. I don't remember. I'll get the specs back out, but run the Sprint, and then run the Grand Prix circuit as the final qualifying heat race, and then we would run the Sprint and the Grand Prix for the 2 main events. So the way I'm going to handle this, we start having room issues. We're going to handle it like maybe a rainout. So as long as all three qualifying heat races have been run, and we run at least 40% of one of the main events, I would consider it race done, and we would just go to max one race points at wherever we end up. So, for example, give me an example on that. We run the 3 qualifying heat races. Okay, so we got our average finish, we got our points for that. And then if we had problems getting like say we got the one race in but couldn't get the other one in, we would basically take the current standing of that race, wherever it might have ended up, and add that in as the second points. If we get 75%, so if we're doing 40-minute races, if we got 30 minutes in, we would consider the entire event complete on the one race. So let me put that down in perspective since we got some time here. So just to use the Nürburgring, as we're at Nürburgring as an example, so we're gonna have that was a 2-race main event. Always 3 qualifying heat races is the new format. So we get the average finish there. You get points there. We get into the main event races, and say the room drops after the first event is 30 minutes of the 40 minutes in. So that would be considered a complete race. It's 75% of the first race. If we can't get the second room to work, then we're just going to call it like a rain shortened. It'd be like a rain shortened event, but in this case, because it's obviously we're inside our houses, this is an internet shortened event. So, or connection shortened event, we would call it. So that's how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to have a policy down so we don't have this, almost get a race done and have to wait 3 or 4 weeks to finish it. Because next year's schedule, I want to do a race like every 3 to 4 weeks. And I do not want to be pushing it back and then running races like 3 weeks in a row. So we'll have events lined up. There'll be a rain date, and if we can't get that in, the event would just end up being canceled. So because I can't really, the way I'm splitting up the spring and the summer series and then having a fall championship series, it's really hard to make up for an event that gets postponed. So we're going to be a little bit more rigid next year. And what would happen is if we started the event, everybody that was wherever we finished, you would get basic participation points, and then whatever we could use to schedule. If we just get qualifying going, again, there's going to be a process to everything. So just wanted to give everybody an update there on the HECS. I am looking for a title sponsor for that, and I have put some fingers out there. So my goal is to try to get anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 worth of merchandise or some sort of cash value of that approximate to be the title sponsor. And I have had some discussions with a couple of different companies. So I think it's going to end up where I end up taking my job. I'm going to approach the partners there because I don't want any conflicts with my job, but I've also approached some equipment manufacturers for sim racing equipment and also just some general products that I actually use. So again, I don't have any sort of like product card, and without having this second series finished, it's really making it hard for me to put up results and show how many people we've had participate and things like that. I can show my YouTube channel how many views and that I've got. I can show those stats. But again, it's really difficult because, again, this is secondary to my normal job. I would really rather be doing this. But I can't have a night of turnout like this. Alright, no takers here, so we're going to end this stream. I'm going to reset the room. I'm going to exit out of this room right now. We'll reset up this open lobby tomorrow morning. We'll run it for a couple hours, see where we can get. Manufacturer practice. I wonder if there's have they posted some racing up here or no? Oh, they have. Look at that. 12:30. Exhibition Season 2. That wasn't there yesterday. Nürburgring 24-hour. Well, that'll work out perfect with my racing that weekend. Let's see, what is it? Group 3? Well, you know where I'm going. Alright, you've witnessed it live as I sign back up with Toyota again. But now, guess what? My cars I just had set up with liveries and stuff are done. I'm going to have to go in and get that set up. So that'll take a few minutes here. I can do... So that's the 30th. That's next Saturday. So that should actually coincide with our racing. So that'll work out perfect. I'm going to run Friday night. We'll run the first race at the 24-hour, and then you'll be right back here on Group 3 at the 24-hour. Only we're going to be... I think we're in Group 4. But everybody should have their manufacturer so they can run whatever they want. I have to go back and look at my rules because I printed that stuff up a couple months ago. But anyway, it gives us something to shoot for there. And Nations Cup. Nations Cups have gotten kind of stupid, but... Circuit Day Spa and the Red Bull cars, those are okay there. I don't think I have one. Oh, I do. I have this one. Okay. Racing medium and soft required. Wet allowed. Thing still looks like a glue gun to me. The track looks like a glue gun or a soldering gun. If you look at the soldering tip is the top part. And then, well, if it's a glue gun, right where the little dot is right now, that's like the little arm that holds it and keeps it standing up. And this would be like a reverse trigger one. That would be the trigger right there. Anyway, well, this is gonna start. Let's take a look at the schedule. I'm just not into these GT World Series races anymore. The BOP is so bad. That's why I created the HSSR cars and the Cup cars. I mean, when it's one car, the BOP is okay, like these. Brake balance allowed. That should be on any race car. That's just dumb that they even don't allow that sometimes. But anyway, let's take it back, step back a spot here, and let's take a look at the schedule. So it looks like the 13th we're going to be at Spa for these cars, and then we're going to be the Fuji and the Mazda 3. I don't know what car we'll have scheduled there, and then they don't have round 4 announced yet. So let's take a look at the manufacturer. No, they're gonna go twice a week again. Ah, fuck, I hate that. I prefer the once a week thing. But it should be okay. I am in between employers right now, so I am going to make sure that I'm in the right situation for me. I'm paid up to the end of the year, and then I've got other income coming in temporarily, so yeah, so this will be done in 2 weeks. We're going to be at Nürburgring in Group 4. 24-hour. I probably won't run that. People run you off the track. I might go on there to get a clean race. Run by myself. Lord knows they'll throw rain in the stupidest place. It's one of the reasons I just have gotten shying away from these manufacturers and that. Watkins Glen long course, that's fine if they don't have the stupid track limit shut off. I mean, when they really run that track, they're all over the place on it. So, Mount Panorama is not my favorite. Dragon Trail, I don't really like the Dragon Trails. I can do okay there, but I don't care for any of them. Group 4 actually won't be too bad, I don't think, at Dragon Trail. Not with the Group 4 Supra, that thing's pretty fast. So they pay us for it anymore, so I might as well. I think what are they gonna take, the 2 best? Doesn't tell you yet. I'll probably take the top 2 of your 4 finishes, I would guess. But anyway, you know, the way that looks, it's set up for rain, so make sure I get tires this time. I need to run this and see if I can get me some points there, so I'll do that offline. I've been doing a lot of challenges trying to get through. I bumped my menu from 31% up to like 39%. So I've just been, the weekly challenges, whenever I go into those, I just check the circuit experience. I have some places I didn't realize I didn't have the circuit experience done, so working out pretty good method. That way I'm not bouncing all over the map. And I've been having fun because I really like taking some of those challenges and running weaker cars. Because some of those, like the one where I was running the, I think it was Watkins. Yeah, it was Watkins Glen. Long, but there was modified cars in there, and man, some of those cars were just ridiculously fast. But I've pretty much got gold in most everything. Interlagos Group 4. I drank a half a Ghost, so I'm not even that tired. So I could leave the stream going here, I guess. Let's change cars. Definitely don't need to be in that turd. Alright. Again, those who don't know, these are the HSSR cars. Starting with the Mr. 2 there. You can see all the weights and everything are proper. This was actually the Trans Am car, so that's not... This one is one of the Trans Am cars I made into an HSSR car. Certain tracks some cars are better at, you know, others than others. But this RX-7 was a fast one. This one does pretty well. The Alpine, I love driving the Alpine. The Sylvia Spec R Aero is one of the best cars there is. These are a little bit of a challenge. Now, Zippy did very well with this thing. This one, I've had 1 or 2 people maybe race that. BRZ was like the most popular with the 86 in our series we ran. Now these cars are just slightly different than the series cars. And the biggest thing is what I've done with these cars with the SSR, the hissers, is basically made all cars required to have all the bolt-on mods, and then we're restricting the power with the power restrictor. So what I think that does is add more like a realistic BOP. And what we're going to do going into the future next year is when you win a race, you're going to start getting a weight penalty, because that's one thing that's one thing that we can add and not screw up the room. So it'd probably be like 100 kilogram weight penalty if you win a race, and then if you win 2, until you have a finish outside the top 5 or whatever, you're going to carry that weight. So we'll see how that works. So it'll balance the field out a little bit. That's actually what they do in like IMSA and that. It's kind of a quiet thing, but when a car wins a race, they get a weight penalty. Not really a weight penalty, they're just trying to balance the cars out. So, and that's how it should be. I mean, these manufacturers spend a ton of money building these cars, and if for some reason one car has an advantage, they need to try to level the field. Comparatively speaking, a lot of those rules are pretty wide. It's not like drag racing where you're at whatever compression, like you have like in local short tracks and stuff like that, like like circle track racing and stuff, where you have to be 9 to 5 to 1 or less compression. You have to have a what do they run? I can't remember the numbers on them, but like a 390 2-barrel, or you can run like a like a 300 or 320 4-barrel. But the absolute specific parts you can run, and they'll test it, and if you don't meet the spec, you're done. You're disqualified. Now, just like everything, there's always those ones that bring the money in, bring the fans in, that get a little bit of, yeah, it's all right. Nah, it's all right. A lot of that comes out over the years, and it has. How did Chad Knaus and his dad win 7 track championships in a row at the Rockford Speedway? Because they were allowed to. I mean, there's rules and there's rule books, and then there's ways around those. Whoever has the most ingenuitive way around those, and if you keep winning with it and they don't say you can't do it, then just keep doing it. But I do have people that have been witnesses to people that when they raced, like Dick Trickle when he used to run around here, and these guys, they would be tearing them down, and like the template wouldn't fit, and be like, no, it's all right. You know how much money he brought in the stands tonight? There was 15,000 people here, and 5,000 were to see him. So at $15 a head, let's figure out what that guy brought in for us. That's the realities of racing, and that is, it's the track promoters gotta keep the doors open. And it's harder and harder to get that money in your facility these days, so. But it does make it hard. It does make the entry hard for somebody like me that, wants to do it as a hobby on the side and not have to spend a week's worth of work every time going out and racing. But that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on here. Why we've created the HECS. Why we've created these open lobbies. I encourage people to get, you know, full-on sponsors, whatever, on their cars. Promote some people. So, again, I'm going to end this stream, and we'll... can't think of anything else I needed to update people on. Just a quick review on the HECS, the Holiday Exhibition Challenge Series. And again, we're looking at a name change for that next season as I get more into this. Pardon me. I get into more of this being a full-on professional e-racing series. You know, that's why we're coming up with these rigid rules and rigid schedule and things like that. So I think that's about all I got to mention. Again, we'll try picking this up in the morning and see if we can get some takers, and we'll run some races and call it a day after or call it a day after maybe a few races, and come back on later tomorrow night and run some more. This is one of the HSSR cars. This was basically the ruler by which we measured cars upon. So as you can see, no modifications other than increased body rigidity. And then we added the racing clutch and flywheel, air cleaner, muffler, exhaust manifold, racing discs and pads, brake controller, which is not required, but I would recommend it. Big deal here, fully customizable manual transmission, not a racing transmission. Power restrictor knocked down 6 points. Pardon me. Get your ballast just in case. Then we added on the front splitter and the rear medium 22 wing. Fully customizable suspension and fully customizable diff. So that's pretty much it. For, don't forget your ECU, because we're dropping the power back only with the power restrictor. And again, that's to keep everything even. And that is basically your HSSR setup. All cars are the same. You add in all of your mods. Intercooler, racing intercooler. Racing air filter, muffler, exhaust. Definitely braking. Racing brakes and slotted or drilled discs, either one. Clutch and flywheel. Again, fully customizable manual transmission. And as you can see, we've added the front splitter, the side skirts, and then where possible, the rear splitter. And then the rear wing, medium 22. That's the official wing. And then if you've got a hatchback, I think it's usually wing B, I think. But it gives you adjustability on your settings there, on your aerodynamics. So that's it. We'll take a quick peek in the Legends cars here. Now I've got 9 million credits again. See if my Ferrari's up there. Nope. Every time I have money, it never pops up. And those of you who watch know it's the 392, the red one. SB, short wheelbase. That is my favorite Ferrari. It's very similar to the one they had, the replica they drove in Ferris Bueller. Only that one was a convertible. I like hardtops. I'm not a big convertible guy. All right, well, thanks everybody again. Merry Christmas to y'all if you don't come back on. It is officially Christmas Eve. And will be Christmas Day before we know it. And it'll be 2024. So thank you all for everything. Thank you guys for liking, hitting that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you can share, that's wonderful. That helps the channel. I will be adding content again. It's a matter of time, which I might have some more here. It would be a lot easier if I wasn't dealing with trying to get Mom and Dad's house in order after Dad passed, but I'll get on and get some of that stuff. I've got the entire event of the final event at Rockford Speedway that I'm going to post up on here. Those are by far my largest views I've got. One of the racing things I set out has by far my largest views. I thought I was seeing things, but it was actually thousands of views on that one. So that's good. That's my biggest view. And I think the last lap event at Rockford, if I promote it right and tag it right, which is really hard to do on my phone, if I can get that all tagged right, it'll end up gaining a lot of views because people will be interested to see that. Especially if I can figure out how to edit it and go in there and put it all together, like as one event. It's amazing, on a track where they run 13 to 15 seconds, how short those races actually are. You don't realize. I'm looking through my phone and it's like 3 minutes 52 seconds, 5 minutes and 58 seconds. It's like, wow, you don't realize that. But that was I also did not record because I was running low on memory. I didn't record a lot of caution laps. So it was just like one lap to go, green flag, and some good racing out there. Best racing I'd seen out there in years. Tough track to pass, but a good little tight little quarter-mile high bank track. And hopefully we'll figure out a way to keep using it. But right now, as of now, they've sold off all the parking lots. All right. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you around next time. Until then, KingPittDawg out, and Merry Christmas to y'all.